Good evening, a good day to all of you guys, wherever you guys are from, and all the way from Singapore here, Hades, and joining me, Heen. Here we have Game 3 of Virtus.Pro versus Navi of the ESL 1 Frankfurt EU qualifiers. If Navi wins this, they will find themselves at another tournament. Well, Virtus.Pro fighting for survival, but can they force this into a miraculous, maybe even a 2-2? That's the dream scenario, but Heen, what are your thoughts? Are you there? Oh no, I think Heen has disappeared for now. Hello, Heen? Hmm. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Hello, Eddie. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh no, I'm not sure what happened there. Was there like a Skype bug?
Do you hear me fine now, right?
Yeah, now I hear you fine.
Okay. So, yeah, possibly a Skype bug, but if I'm being frank here, I think when you're down 2-0 in a best of 5, it's going to take a lot of mental fortitude from Virtus.Pro to be like, hey, this is going to be hard. If we're going to come on top of this series, we're just going to have to win the next 3 games consecutively. Obviously, a lot easier said than done. I think game 2 was it was extremely important for Virtus.Pro to win that, and they were in a very good position to do so. I just felt like I disagreed with some of the item choices, namely the late Hex onto Nature's Prophet. As we saw, like the Ember Spirit on Ra completely carried the game for Navi. It was their almost only source of damage. Uh, if only Virtus.Pro focused more on picking off the Ember Spirit, it doesn't have to end the game right there. Just force him into a buyback, and when your buyback cooldown is for 7 minutes, you just pick off the Ember Spirit, and if you just manage to kill him again within that 7 minute time period, there's a very high chance that Virtus.Pro would have just steamrolled Navi into a Mega Creeps or uh, Throne or just double racks, make it really hard for Navi to make a comeback. But I felt like the lack of lockdown on Virtus.Pro made it so easy for Ra to just do whatever he wanted.
That's true. I mean, also it came down. I think there was one point where DTR didn't have buyback at that point. Remember the bottom lane where the tornado came out from G?
Yeah.
And FNG was TPing. I thought it was actually a sure kill. Like if they were just patient enough to let FNG blink and let him get the initiation, but I think
Yeah.
they were kind of nervous. And once again, it was really like game one, where game two they just they had such a good advantage. I really thought that Virtus.Pro that was their game, but Navi somehow I mean it just took advantage of those mistakes, and here we are,
What?
game three.
Yeah. Whenever you're playing against Ember Spirit, the only way to kill an Ember Spirit late into the game is with the starting with the hard stun. You can never initiate with a Yule Scepter or like these tornado crap stuns that the mechanics of Dota is that like when you have an instant cast spell like Blade Fury or these Ember Spirit Remnants, uh, you can't follow up on these stuff. So I'm sure that Virtus.Pro are aware of these mechanics. It's just that when the game is kind of not going their way, I think it dragged on a bit longer than they would have wanted. Where it gets to the point where it's not Dota anymore. You have an Ember Spirit with full slot. He has like a Divine Rapier. Potentially, he would have bought more Divine Rapiers in his stash as insurance policy. At that point, your net worth doesn't really mean much. It's all about buyback cooldowns. Like the laws of Dota basically changed. But going into this draft, Virtus.Pro have picked up the Bounty Hunter. Uh, Kind of different from last game where they pick up the Witch Doctor. This game, it looks like a very different game from, at least in terms of draft, from what we've been seeing. We see the early Chen from Navi.
I mean, this is a hero art style is very familiar with. We've always got the God heal, and it's really very useful there. I mean, Virtus.Pro, where the laning, I feel like with the Bounty Hunter, actually FNG should be able to participate. I mean, like, I liked what he did back in game 2, where Nature's Prophet, he started TPing, he started fighting very, very early. That's what I want to see more again this time, especially with the Bounty Hunter. And if he gets that quick level 6, it can snowball out of control, especially for Navi. But, I mean, right after Chen, well, I mean, I'm surprised that Navi actually just went straight up, just went, picked up the core and the support so quickly. But then again, art style, he's probably used to this. And the Bounty Hunter is usually something you see as like a counter pick to that Chen. So, but I don't think he's going to spend that much time committing to the Chen. I mean, do you think, is it possible for him to like maybe try and gank the puck with the Nature's Prophet?
Yeah, potentially it's going to take a lot of commitment. Just the bounty hunter. We haven't seen the mid from Virtus.Pro come out yet. Uh, yeah, it's possible to kill Puck. Puck's not going to always hold on to his, what do you call that? The illusory orb. So whenever that's on cooldown, they might make a go for it. And bounty hunter does have the option to pressure the Chen. But I think the way art style plays Chen is that he just goes really aggro at the early levels. So compared to some Chens that prefer to get that rolling, get early level 6, early mech, I don't think the bounty hunter is going to be that impactful if he chooses to just pressure the Chen, because the way art style plays is he just makes those crazy rotations very early on. Sometimes uses like multiple smokes before the 5 minute mark.
which is always good. And but I mean, I guess it kind of depends sometimes what kind of objectives you want to, or what you want to accomplish. Because I mean, being at the chin at the same time, I mean, usually some players maybe they want to take something a bit more passive. They would just sort of, just create this massive farm mode where they get a quick mech and then you go for the early towers. But maybe not. I mean, the rotations are always very good. I mean, at the same time, he can pretty much win the mid lane for Dendi or provide more assistance, give him a great edge. Especially now that you see
Yep.
the lone druid. But is this a general lone druid?
Possibly. I think both players are capable of playing it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at the draft so far, I feel like the Nature's Prophet and Bounty Hunter, these heroes are good at finding off isolated heroes and picking them off. But when you look at Navi's, already we're beginning to see a almost complete 5 man lineup early into the game. So regardless of how much pressure Virtus.Pro applies in the early game, it might be a few kills here and there, some pressure here, but when they have that Hand of God rolling, the Puck he doesn't even need a Blink Dagger, he just has to have his spells ready, then I don't think Virtus.Pro are going to be eager to fight into what Navi have so far. And they pick up an Invoker on top of what they already have, meaning Invoker generally doesn't enjoy fighting early on. He likes small fights where he can get the full use out of Force Spirits and Cold Snap, which are so imbalanced in like these one-on-one, two-on-two engagements. But in a five-on-five, where I mean, it's not going to really do much. Possibly, I don't know about Wex Invoker in this game. It potentially could, just to delay the push from Navi. It's going to do a better job at delaying the 5 man from Navi than the Exort Invoker.
I mean, I guess one way you can think about it is that Invoker, if he gets a Midas, he can always take care of the Chen creeps, but that's not always,
Yeah.
it's not reliable, that's the thing.
Uh, yeah, that's also like such a small portion of the Midas. Like you don't Invoker wants to use the Midas at every cooldown, but it's not like he's gonna go out of his way to be like, okay, I have Midas in 20 seconds and Chen's here, so I'm gonna make my way over to Chen, and when he's about to push my tower, I'm gonna get rid of one of his 4 creeps, and that's gonna be a big difference because just the fact that Invoker's putting himself in a position where he has to defend the tower, um, it's not what he wants to do. He doesn't want to be near Chen defending creeps. It's a loss in efficiency.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, but I mean, actually, if we talk about tower trades, I mean, Navi, obviously they have the better push because of the siege damage coming out from the bear, but VP, they have pretty decent, I would say, so a split push of their own, because Nature's Prophet and Invoker, these are heroes which excel against, I mean, when we're talking about like split farm efficiency, these two heroes can easily take a lane for themselves, as maybe Bounty and Witch Doctor can try to stall push if that's what if Navi is going for this early group up, which seems to be the case for now. But they're thinking quite hard about this last pick, and I don't know this. I'm not sure why. I'm anticipating like one more surprise pick.
Again, Navi, if they've gone with the pattern we've seen so far,
Juggernaut.
it's going to be a Ditra raw pick. I began the sentence before they picked the Juggernaut, so I get credit for that. They were until now they've been kind of picking Ditra Ra's heroes last, and it's going to be a Juggernaut, meaning their push is so much harder to stop. They have so much sustain between the mech that's going to come on the Chen, the healing wards, the Hand of God, and already you have these tanky heroes that are hard to kill, the Lone Druid and the Juggernaut. I worry
Six
for
stands
Virtus.Pro
remaining.
in that they just seem so disadvantaged in a 5-on-5 fight. Like the Sven is also a deceptively bad hero early game. You want to farm that Helm of Dom, you want time to farm the Ancient Stacks, but who's going to actually delay the pushes from Na'Vi? Like the best case scenario for Virtus.Pro is they split push and create trade scenarios, but Na'Vi are going to be very efficient at taking down towers. I'm not sure if Virtus.Pro are going to have the same speed of split push to cancel, like at least get towers of their own for trades. They definitely don't want to group up and bust this push attempt.
I mean, this is going to be a general juggernaut. So
Oh, yeah, I didn't
yeah,
notice.
I thought, I mean, I agreed with you. I mean, I just realized as well, when you were beginning your sentence, I was like thinking, when you said DDR, I was thinking, yeah, they always pick his hero last because he has such a huge hero pool. But now that, I mean, you see General here, I mean, I'm starting to agree a bit more behind the General playing the Juggernaut offlane. Because, I mean, when you get the levels, it means that the healing ward, and that's pretty much all you really need from General at that point. Because a free farming bear ensures that he's gonna get a Radiance in good time, and it's not like VP, a Nature's Prophet can really contest that. And anyways, guys, here we are, Game 3, Na'Vi versus Virtus.Pro. Will Na'Vi close this off? Will they be the ones to go to Frankfurt? Or will
Yeah.
Virtus.Pro somehow clutch one back? I mean, I know you said that this could be a 3-0 or 3-1. I mean,
Yeah.
are you rooting
I
for
mean,
Na'Vi here?
I'm rooting for. I mean, I'm pretty neutral when it comes to these two teams. Sure, like the Navi hype train, it's nice, but whoever deserves to win is going to win. That's just how it is. But I mentioned to you earlier that in a best of five, it tends to often end 3-0 or 3-1 when
Hmm.
you start off the game with a 2-0. I don't remember the last time when a team has come back from a 2-0 to win the game, the series 3-2. But hopefully, I'm proven wrong, as I often am, by Virtus.Pro. It's been quite a while since I've seen an off-lane Juggernaut. Possibly the last time I saw it was like Ice 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 during DAC, which is more than a year ago.
So anyways, here we are, the bear, trying to, play a bit of nonsense over there. But anyways, Aloha Dance, he's gonna take care of this camp. Once again, they're doing this. A lot of hate for General, but it seems like at this point, they've done it so many times, he's used to it. And Aloha Dance, it feels like he has a lot to do this game, and especially during the laning phase, so that he can provide that bit of momentum for VP. And already you see a smoke coming out from Sneko and General? Was he supposed to be in that smoke? It doesn't seem like it, but anyways. Alright, gonna have a quick pause. Oh, they actually leave FNG top lane. They actually do go for an aggro lane with Yoku and No Fear.
Yeah, so General is gonna notice that it's a one-on-one anyway, which Nature's Prophet should have a very easy time.
Yikes. So, and this is a huge cluster of heroes, the middle lane. And
Yeah.
even if you look at General, he's just kind of hanging around the middle lane. Chen's the only one who's pretty much just taking care of, his own farm, taking this up. He's got a Satyr, so if he wants, he can send it to the mid, play around MG if he wants to.
This is a really weird start. I mean, the lanes are not standard, and Taneko uses that smoke, which... how would they expect to kill G in the first place? The only way would for G to be very out of position. They get the stun, then D uses the orb to get behind G. It's like a very specific condition for that smoke to work.
Exactly, which is why I was very, very curious as how that was going to work. You talk about rotations from art style, he's hitting to the top lane, but they don't have anything to really lock down the Nature's Prophet, He's just
Yeah.
going to run away.
He is not gonna expect to get a kill onto FNG with just a single Satyr Tormentor, but it's gonna be very good harass, help even out the
Oh, they get the bear
very
bottom.
unbalanced lane.
So, a bit of gold going the way of Yoku. And you can see, I mean, he doesn't even have the Quelling Blade for the extra damage from the cleave. He doesn't even have cleave at all. But he's just basically just bashing down the bear, chopping it up into like bear steaks or something. And FNG, well, yeah, he's really getting locked down by Artstyle, who even places a ward to block off the easy camp. So, what seems like a
Oh,
safe.
Teacher Ra?
Oh, bottom lane, do you want to go with Peter Ra?
That's a lot of hate.
And the cast gets, yeah, this bear is not working to his advantage as he would have thought. So, Coconut, some No Fear really doing a lot of work. In bottom lane, they're going. Sorry, in middle lane, they're going on G. Soneko already threw out the magic missile. Dendi doesn't have any more from the orb, and that's about it. But here at the top in FNG, we're kinda in the trees. In general, he has to spin if he wants to use it, and actually, he does reveal himself. Do they have anything else? No, they do not. So this will pretty much be first blood going to be a VP. Same story, but let's hope there will be a different ending. Oh wait, he's TPing in.
He TP's in.
But he has
All
boots.
the boots. He bought the boots. So that's very smart from FNG to bait out the Blade Fury.
Yeah, he already had the boots.
Did he?
Yeah, he already did have the
Okay.
boots.
Okay, he didn't start out with the boots, so I didn't. I was kind of watching bottom, but still very confident teleport in from FNG. I was gonna say possibly that FNG's lane might be pressured the same way that Dichara's lane is being pressured, where when you have a Chen early on rotating in and just creep skipping, you're going to lose your tower pretty early, but Nature's Prophet, one of the better heroes to solo fend off against an offlaner and a Chen.
At the same time, you can see VP, they're kind of pinging out like their own jungle for some reason. I think because they suspect that Artstyle is doing that because I think the Bounty Hunter had a bit of a journey into the enemy jungle, couldn't find anything. And now he's going to find a Chen, so with the Hellbear Smasher, he's providing a bit of intel for FNG. And Navi's playing very aggressive here. I think they want to try diving. They're just throwing out the Satyr Blast, you know, it's so easy to spam.
It's so hard for Navi to kill FNG though. They're not getting the right creeps. These creeps are very good for harassment,
I want to
but
go for Aloha Dance, but I kind of figured he was there, but they didn't have anything else. He's got boots.
Boots Nature's Prophet, very hard to kill. And the worst comes to worst, it'll just TP out. They have 0 stuns between the Chen creeps to the Chen and General, so...
Oh,
And
FNG did
another
TP,
TP,
bottom lane in.
Chira is... Does he know?
Stun.
No, he doesn't know.
Kind of suspect,
But-
caught him in the treant, and this is where VP just really not on the same page as middle lane Invoker will kill Soneko, so... I'm not sure what VP are doing, but anyways, that was pretty smart. I mean, you're causing the supports to just imagine, like, just look all over the map, and they realize, hey, wait, okay, never mind. But anyways, Invoker, nicely done. Looks like the cold snap and the was it the coconuts? Yeah.
Yep. The Nature's Prophet TPing in out actually is going to be a trade-off. Had he stayed here, I think he could have delayed this push from Navi, but he chose to just go to Dichara's lane and mess up, you know, the two offlaners having...
Jara, the coconuts, Yoku needs a stun. The Stormbott's gonna connect, but the Savage Raw's gonna chase him back. And Jara actually could be fine, but maybe not. He needs a bit more help. The Chen's gonna be the one to kill the Bounty Hunter at the top lane. FNG's gonna be the one TPing at Soneko. There's the magic mess onto the Yoku, and now they're just gonna start right-clicking away onto Soneko, but instead they will turn over Jara. Sashtra's gonna clean him off, and now here comes General to the party. He needs to start spinning, spin, maybe onto No Fear, but no, he's not gonna use it as No Fear. Well, Pocket's gonna get the kill, cleans him up, and that's a kill for Dendi.
Yeah, it's a weird exchange. I think Virtus.Pro, maybe them being down 2-0 is affecting their gameplay, but they're desperately trying to get something done, whereas I felt like it was okay, the state of the game that they were in.
And you look at Chen, his mech timing, well, he's got the arcane boots already, so... I mean, all in all, I feel like he's accomplished quite a fair bit.
Yeah, it's like he's been a laning Chen mostly. He kind of rotated out of the Radiant jungle, and even if the Bounty Hunter wanted to do something about the Chen, he was basically in this top lane the whole time. His levels are pretty damn good for a Chen that barely jungled.
Yeah, and he's almost level 6. You look at G, he's gone for the Ring of Aquila, he's picked up a Gloves of Haste, doesn't have the Midas yet, and Artstyle actually looks like he wants to just keep pressuring this top T2. Yeah, they're just hanging around. They don't have detection for Aloha Dance though, who is... DTR is actually taken to the jungle when he realizes how much trouble he's in. Because, I mean, you gotta understand that for him, he's had 4 heroes rotate constantly trying to kill him off.
Yeah, he's been doing a very good job at, you know, creating trouble for... He doesn't make it easy for Virtus.Pro's heroes to get a kill on
General, oh wait, Orb of Venom and Maledic, and he's gonna try to spin away, he's gonna kill Aloha Dance, no, but the Hand of God, not going to be enough.
Was such a late spin from General. He took all of the spells from... he got nuked.
Style. Nofia's just gonna try and bring down the huge Satyr. Aloha Dance is so low, 29 HP. and he will just walk back to the base. But the bottom lane, they tried to make a tiny attempt at Yoku, but the bear is very, very low, so they can't really dive the tower if they wanted to, at risk of losing the bear. Middle lane, however, I mean, now we're going to see a proper 1v1 between G and Dendi, Dendi actually has the level advantage and the net worth advantage.
Yeah, you say proper, but it wasn't really fair. Dendi, I think Navi, they almost always prioritize Dendi's lane.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, when I look at a team like Fnatic, they rarely help their mid out. But Navi are kind of the opposite. This is all 3 games that they've almost always had a supporter in the early, maybe 4 minutes, just constantly harassing G. But it's an Invoker. As long as he doesn't die, and he's been getting Sunstrike kills, he's going to get that Midas and surpass the Puck in terms of net worth pretty soon.
Well, here we are, 2-4. You can see 8 minutes in, VP, early advantage. Well, actually, the net worth is sort of in favor of Navi by 250, but that's not you know, like a giant amount. It's always easy to come back from that. And now we're going to see a smoke coming up from General and Artstyle and Soneko. So,
Aloha Dance is going to break the smoke.
This is big, and he's got perfect vision off them. So now it looks like they're still going to stick to their plan, maybe? Actually, no, they'll just go back into, maybe form this hard camp. General making his way towards drums.
I think it's really important that Aloha Dance managed to find level 6 before Navi get their death ball rolling.
Oh yes, because you need the trap kills.
Yeah, it's if you want to defend the tower pushes or bust the Navi death ball at one point, then you want the track to make it so when you bust it, Navi are going to think twice about doing it again. And if you're not going to play death ball style with Navi's lineup, you lose a really big part of your strategy.
So, I mean, not to mention as well, I mean, the shuriken toss, the bounces can be quite annoying, especially since, you know, you just like throw it to a random creep, it's going to bounce around if you get the tracks off. So, to a certain extent, I mean, I guess, would you count that as considered like a bit of a anti-push?
Oh, Yoku?
Oh,
he doesn't have a TP.
Yeah, well, he has stick charges, but he's going to die anyways. General, he has the Omni Flash if he wants to, but the coil is going to be the one to clean it off, and Dendi getting closer to that Blink Dagger. I mean, 1,470 gold. The bottom lane, however, I think they want to turn around for DK here as FNG does TP to behind the bear. Take the bear from behind, and the cast is going to come on a bit of coconut to the face, the Shuriken Toss and the Depot to boot, but they don't have the track on him, and actually they will get the level up in Aloha Dance, and they want to go for Soneko, Magic Missile onto him, but FNG, well, he needs to go provide them vision to Soneko, and they're kind of splitting the damage out right now as No Fear is going to right click him down, so FNG dies, and Vengeful will actually be the one to claim the kill.
But meanwhile, Navi go on with their push at top, whereas Virtus.Pro, they don't actually have the heroes to be able to pressure this bottom tower. It wouldn't have been an equal trade anyway, but...
And No Fear just picked up his arcane boots, so you know, a bit of pocket money here and there. Actually, he'll get a nice boot. G, one more, and the Rod's gonna cancel the TP. Actually, is he gonna get the kill here? He needs one more. Yes, he will, and DTRL solo kill onto G. That's a very, very huge kill. 420 gold.
I was in disbelief when G saw the TP in from Lone Druid, and he decided to just stick around. I know it's only a Lone Druid, and I mean, I say only a Lone Druid, but it's the Lone Druid actually getting a solo kill onto Invoker, but you're not respecting what could happen. You know what? That's so something that shouldn't happen, like an Invoker just getting solo killed by a Lone Druid that TP'd in right in front of you.
I mean, sometimes also, you know, it's just like you can't really take the bear seriously. You're thinking, okay, wait, he doesn't really have many items yet, so yeah, like you said, you know, disrespect for the bear. And right now, this is the death ball push they have in mind, or actually, they would just go straight for Roshan. And what can VP do about it?
Probably not much. They don't have the heroes to actually take a fight there.
Oh, and the Midas is completely.
Oh, they do have track. Maybe this could pay off. But Navi are doing it quite fast.
But there's no like deafening blast coming up from Invoker. It's just 4 points class and Wex. He doesn't have the. I mean the Exort, not the Wex. Now Dendi, he will kill the Bounty Hunter. The swap out from Soneko. Therefore, it's doing quite a favor to Soneko as he will go down. Yoku pops the God Strength, but God Strength is not going to be giving you that lockdown which you need. And he's going to bring down a creep instead. The Puck will get the Aegis. Yoku, well, kind of stuck by the creeps, and Artstyle's now stuck in the trees. He's going to try and right click Yoku down. Coconut's bouncing on to Dendi, and the bear. The bear could actually be the one to kill him off as he will lose the Aegis. And now Yoku has to stun at the ready, even has a regen room there, and Dendi will just blink out to the high ground of safety. And DTR now on the run, he has to back off. Actually, actually, wait, he's thinking about going back in just to farm up the treants. So, who knew bears are vegetarians?
And that, don't underestimate the bear, Hades. It's like, you know, Murphy's Law. The entangle, when you least expect it, it's gonna happen. Like right under the tower at the worst possible moment. That's just how bears work.
I have a very bad, I have bad fate with Lone Druid as a hero in general, because on the days I do get a lot of entangles, I lose. On the days I don't get entangles, I somehow win. So yeah. I'm not sure, maybe this is what you call like the caster's curse. But anyways, Aloha Dance, he is providing vision to DTR, throws out the
that's
bear.
gonna be such a good paralyzing cast.
A tasty trap kill, and without the creeps to follow, DTR just stunned there for an eternity. So he looked like he's not a fan of coconuts.
The Virtus.Pro are actually keeping themselves in this game pretty nicely. That Roshan could have, had they not contested at all, the Na'Vi would have been in such an advantage. They actually get the Aegis. It's almost as if the Rosh didn't happen, but the unfortunate thing is that Aloha Dance got picked off right off, so no track kills in that engagement. But they're starting to get some track kills now, and Na'Vi, I'm not sure when they're gonna group up and start their death ball. Probably without the Aegis, they're gonna feel a lot less confident. And again, is Aloha Dance going to scout out this Chen? And
Oh, I think so.
maybe they're gonna think it's too deep.
They throw out the coconuts again, and the stun strike, and the track. He's gonna take a lot of damage. This is a freebie here for VP as Aloha Dance. You can see this bounty hunter really pulling off, and Soneko pops the dust, and actually they're gonna bring Aloha Dance down. So they're gonna keep on going. As Soneko looking for a swap, he's gonna think about no fear. He doesn't even need it. Actually, it seems he will use it. So one dead, no fear. So anyways, there was like one track kill for 2 supports dead. Really not worth it. It's Na'Vi, it's a very good response.
It wasn't the worst of trades though. It is a track kill, and they force rotations from Na'Vi's heroes. Sure, they didn't use the Omni Slash or the Dream Coil, but it gets their attention and prevents Na'Vi from doing what they want to do.
And now we see VP, they will just try to push a bit, chip away with the Nature's Prophet Treants. But actually no, if they have the coil from Dendi, they can actually cancel the TP, but no, Dendi's not going to get it. I think if he tried for a blind coil, maybe, but it was just too much to ask, it wasn't worth the risk. So anyways, you can see General now, he's picking more core items up, he's got the drum, he's got the phase boots, he's A-okay to fight, and Sven hasn't, I don't think he actually has the space to, start farming up stacks, but what do you think?
Yeah, he doesn't. For now, I think if the Bounty Hunter and the Witch Doctor Invoker keep doing what they've been doing, which is to go deep into Radiant territory, to get pickoffs, it distracts them from keeping check Sven's farm, and he picks up the Blink Dagger on Yoku rather than the more standard Sanjin Yasha. Shows that there's some intent from Yoku to be part of his team.
Which I actually do favor, especially since, he can be the one to provide the bit of extra lockdown for the team, especially for
No Fear and Aloha Dance.
Yeah, they're doing a bit more nonsense again. Actually, now the Hand of God's gonna come out, and the Omni Slash gonna clean up the support again. So, life of support, Keen, is just so hard for the Bounty Hunter and the Witch Doctor right now.
And this is just so bad for Virtus.Pro in terms of like they can just lead this up with follow this up with the push right away, and it's the opposite of what Virtus.Pro have been doing so successfully this game, is to go into, they might lose a 1-for-2 trade, but at least they're preventing this kind of gameplay from Na'Vi.
But Na'Vi now, you look at this, they're just taking objectives so easily. You kill off the 2 supports. When you have the superior manpower and numbers, you just take an objective here and there, and all the other towers are gone. You look at VP. What do you do? What's the play here? How do you actually take back the map control?
Unless you get to a point where Sven is going to be so strong in the team that he can jump in and get a multi 2-man, 3-man Storm Hammer and then clean up, then you kind of do what you've been doing as Virtus.Pro. You get pickoffs, you cut lanes with Nature's Prophet or push back lanes. Right now, it's kind of obvious that Na'Vi, they're going to try to get clean up these bottom 2 tiers.
Oh, but the smoke and daytime vision, so no fear, just running for the hills right now. And FNG actually, wait, he wants to join the party. Yoku does blink forward, gets the stun, and the Sasha can kill Dendi here. Coconuts actually is gonna duke it, orbs out just in the nick of time. And now you look at the general, he's just looking back in. He has the healing ward here, so they can think about reinitiating if they want to.
Yeah, but a lot of confusion and hesitation from the Virtus.Pro side. some of the people wanted to back out, whereas Yoku, he took a chance, and you can't expect to always land a stun on the puck, but he did.
In this Wildkin, well, it's gonna get cancelled. And anyway, Yoku coming in for Star. He's gonna go straight for him. What's gonna connect it? Soneko going with a beautiful swap, saving his teammate for now. But the coil is gonna go to 3. Here's Dendi with an amazing play there. And now you look at No Fear just taking a lot of damage. General's gonna spin. But Dendi actually knows he's still gonna go down anyways. And the Sven will get a mega kill streak. And now turning around for the Tasty Chen. And now the Coconut is actually bouncing onto Soneko and Art Style. So the support is actually pretty much killing each other right there. But FNG now going for a bit more past the towers. He's taking a couple of hits, but he's not afraid of the trackle. Yoku just TPing forward. He's gonna kill Soneko and maybe potentially the bear. He's gonna right click it down. They need more stuns and they will have more stun. So Yoku gonna get the bear and 3 heroes.
Oh, what a fight for Virtus.Pro. The Witch Doctor did so much work this game. I think he used like 2 paralyzing casts that got full bounces off. And so many track kills, and you know, pushing this tier 2 is
oh wow, they're picking high ground.
Yeah. It's not over yet.
This is it.
What a unexpected turn of events to see Virtus.Pro actually the ones to be the first to attempt high ground. And it looks like they're gonna get at least some good damage onto this tier 3. I think at this rate they're gonna get the tier 3.
Oh, they're gonna get a tier 3. Actually, maybe not, but it's still gonna be deny range as Dendi will use up onto G, tracked up, and the Coconuts once again bouncing. It's gonna do quite a bit of work as Art Style's stuck in the trains, and now he's gonna all forward, trying for a nice coil again. What is Dendi, you monster, and G, but now the God Strength is gonna be popped, and actually now the Army Slash is gonna juke a bit of damage now, but G is gonna go down, maybe not yet. Actually, yes, he will at last, but the Hand of God's gonna come out, and look at Asta, just kind of in the sidelines, and Yoku's just gonna go bashing away onto the bear. Asta's gonna go down, Invoker with a double kill, and this is where VP, they go back in, they want to reinitiate Yoku. He's not done, he wants more blood. You do not run away when you have God Strength, you enter be like a man, and he's gonna go for it straight for Soneko. The orbs coming out again, and actually, Invoker on a killing spree. They're going for a bit more, they won the melee lane of Rax. I mean, that fight was really messy.
Yeah, it looked like Navi would able to make some kind of revenge kill, but they just kind of worsened the situation. And Invoker, obviously the 4 spirits are the true heroes of that hero. That doesn't quite make sense. So, but yeah, the 4 spirits getting a triple kill, very balanced. And the BKB for Yoku, he didn't have much before that whole thing started on the bottom Radiant Jungle, but now he's a completed BKB, and Virtus.Pro are gonna slowly get to that point where they don't have to dodge these fights. They're just gonna take it straight on, and a whole aspect of Navi's gameplay, which is the death ball before these Invokers and Sven, these kind of heroes that need their own time to farm up, have caught up very nicely with some nice decision making in terms of taking team fights, and the track gold obviously helping a ton.
I mean, just like Yoku, like you said, BKB, Blink, it's really hard to lock him down right now, and it's not like the bear can really do much. Well, he does have the completed Radiant, so maybe that's a bit of salvation for them as they try to, you know, quickly farm up as whatever they can so they can play to counter this Sven. But G getting so much gold from that, completed Axe, Drums, Aquila. He's just rolling in cash, and this is
General
BOT's next. Oh, middle lane, they will get the kill! The Sunstrike, so just nicely done as Yoku with the God Strength, maybe looking for a bit more. He could be thinking about going back in, he still has a bit more mana. Blinking forward, FNG providing a bit of vision, maybe Yoku needs to summon the Savage Roar, is going to chase both of them back, and he's going to get netted up. FNG taking quite a bit of damage from DTR's Bear, but Yoku's going to get banging it down, and he's going to get a nice beautiful 3-man coil from Dendi again.
FNG. He's kind of in danger.
No fear, and actually Chen's gonna get the kill, but Sunstrike's gonna come out. Can he get to do the damage? Actually, that's gonna be shed by the bear, and the BKB is gonna be popped from Yoku, but he's still rooted to the spot. So Asta actually falling very low, down to 100 HP. Now the Caskets, he's gonna get Dynamite, Tornado's
the Cyclone
shot, and actually Witch Doctor's gonna get. Oh, Casket's gonna bang on between the bear. So Dendi and DTR just tracked out, but it's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade favoring VP. As the top lane, actually G's gonna get the tower. Someone's TPing in with General. No, he's not gonna get the Army Slash. He doesn't have detection, does he? Yeah, he doesn't. You know,
at this point, you're kind of wondering if the Juggernaut offlane was mainly so that, okay, we're just going to use the Juggernaut for his healing wards. He obviously does quite a bit of damage if you get a good Dream Coil with his Blade Fury. But at this point, you have to be wondering what's the purpose of Juggernaut in this game now. He's basically like a carry that had a terrible game. You're past the point where you can just 5-man before Virtus.Pro are ready for you. He's gonna go into a defusal, so is he a damage dealer? Is he a utility? kind
You
of
don't really know. It's so hard, but I feel like it is for the I mean, it feels like the purpose behind the Juggernaut pick for General was really for the healing ward because he's maxed it out. And I mean, usually sometimes you see maybe level 2, level 3, you know, they take more points to the stats as carry Juggernaut. But now, meanwhile, you see VP, they're just going to take Roshan and look to close this game. And Navi, they're running out of options, they're running out of time. Oh, they're going. They want to contest this. They realize they have to. The track up. Navi and VP. Roshan is very low, but anyways, Dandy does go in for the blind side. Will he get to be able to steal it? No, he won't. Invoker picks up the Aegis immediately. A nice coil, catching on to 3, and that's it. As Yoku on the sideline pops the God Strength, the Omnidash is going to come up, but there's just so many units. Snako, Puck will get the no fear, but now General is kind of spinning around trying to kill off G. He wants to pop the Aegis, and actually no, Yoku is kind of cycling up in the air, enjoying the view. But Rich Doctor Deafening Blast is going to come out and they're going to kill the bear, but now the Aegis will be popped onto Invoker. The buyback is really up from no fear. They're committing to this as VP. The bear is kind of preventing with the burn damage. FNG is keeping to the back line. He's going to go straight for General, spinning out in the Sunstrike, not going to kill anybody, but Arstat's going to get wrecked down, but actually no, Mech and Hand of God keeping him alive, but just barely. And VP on the hunt. They won more blood, they won the bear, they won the Juggernaut, they won Dandy, and they have the tracks up, but Aloha Dance does not have the mana. Guardian creeps up in 1, and alright, so they just reset and go for the T2.
Yeah, it's like the second time one side has taken Roche and the Aegis gets used right away. Overall, I think it's better for Virtus.Pro. They didn't really rely too much on the Aegis. I think Navi's game plan in this game was to just take the towers, take the Roche, and just high ground off of that. But in a game where neither side really has Aegis, I think Virtus.Pro are the ones that benefit.
This game is just so tough, but I find that Navi, do you think they actually can still come back from this? Because, I mean, we have the 1 lane of Rex deficit.
Yeah, sure, they can come back. It's not going to be easy. They were 1 Rex down so early, and one hero I really worry about is the Juggernaut, because it's an off-lane Juggernaut. I don't see him really getting full slotted at this pace. And when you're fighting against a Sven, which is already a hard matchup for Juggernaut.
Oh, they're gonna go, and now we got the Yoku getting cycloned up Dendi. Well, kind of juking quite a bit of damage there as we see the mech, and now the coil is going to come into 2 heroes. Yoku going straight for Arstav, he wants to support, and now the swap's going to come in. Soneko's going to die. G going for a bit more, pops the Alacrity, looking for a bit more, but he's not going to find anything as Yoku. Well, the Shuriken Tower is going to do a bit of damage, and now he can Storm Bolt, going to land into Artstyle, but General's going to spin away back into the safety of his base. As you look at VP, well, they're just going to clean up the creeps, and maybe, just maybe, they can force this game 3 and maybe take a game 4.
Yeah, I mean, you have to hold your horses on game 4. It's not quite over yet. It looks like Virtus.Pro have they're playing a lot more confidently. In the early game, I felt like they were doing things out of desperation because they were down 2 games. But right now, they seem like the team that has a more calm approach to the game. They're top 2 net worth by quite a big margin, like 3K on both number 1 and number 2, compared to number 3 and 4 on Navi.
Yeah, cause I mean, what I meant was they can take. I mean, they can. You know, we're gonna see a game 4 if they take the game 3. But
yeah,
that's what I meant. Yeah,
I know what you mean. Just
Oh wait, Tornado G playing around with Dendi, bobbing away, and actually wait, the heroes of VP are kinda in the neighborhood. Oh, just de-warding. But actually, they may bump into each other as Dendi here is aware of what's going on. He spots out the supports, but oh, he's gonna find Yoku. Do a scepter up. Do we have a coil?
Yeah, Yoku has BKB and Warcry. It's a very small chance that they're gonna be able to find Yoku and kill him before his team responds. And even if they do kill him, there's a good chance they're gonna get team wiped.
I mean, I'm just not used to seeing General on this Juggernaut. I mean, usually when you see his offlane heroes, they're heroes which will, you know, usually help to control the team fights, but Juggernaut is just not one of those heroes at all.
I guess on the upside for Navi, Artstyle is going to pick up that Aghanim Scepter pretty soon, 1,000 gold away.
Bottom lane, FNG, he's gonna go into D-Terra, he's gonna try for the TP up, but the stun in the nick of time and the Sunstrike to follow. So D-Terra gonna die here, and this is one more track kill going the way of Virtus.Pro. But was the BKB really necessary?
He didn't want to get Savage Ward. I think it's just to ensure that he gets a kill. Yeah, it was a 9-second BKB. I think if you're
Oh,
gonna be
top lane,
greedy,
they want
you're
to go
gonna
in
hold
G,
on
they
to
put
it.
the sentry down, and the diffuser, but he's just so slow, and the magic missile G gonna be... Well, nice pickups here and there for Navi.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that G died there. That would have been a very good case to go have a crack at the mid tower had G not died and just moved over to mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, he
still,
gets the
Virtus.Pro
BKB.
in a very dominant position.
They are, and the core items are, slowly
Yep.
piling in. You got the AC, you got the BKB. What do you even do? I mean, for a puck, you rely so much on that. The silence, the coil, the orb. This is all magic DPS. But with the BKB now up on the Sven, and I mean, he's already had and the Invoker. What do you even do?
Oh, they're gonna do the Aghanim's
Oh, General.
Dream Coil into Venge Swap onto Sven, most likely. That's the
Oh, that's
combo.
true. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot about Dendy's Aghanim's because it's been a while. But okay, we're gonna see a quick pause. But anyways, 15 to 22. This game really, really intense. I mean, Navi is still hanging on for dear life, and VP, it's so hard for Navi to just actually even claim the bottom lane for a bit of, I would say, equal wave equilibrium because the T1 is still there.
Also, they don't have that much wave clear. It's not like a Battle Fury Juggernaut. The puck is okay in terms of wave clear. I think if he had a Veil, it'd have been easier. But when you're playing against a Nature's Prophet, you have an Invoker. These heroes are generally going to split push almost all the time unless they're fighting. And how do Navi actually get out of the base, contest the next Roche? Or the fights are gonna often tend to happen around the Radiant base, so. It's going to take a lot of patience from Navi to come back into the game. It's not going to be over a one fight. Oh, okay, we won this huge team fight. We're back into this game. They're going to have to take it slow.
All right, so we're gonna see the game resume.
And FNG went for a completely different approach in this game on his Nature's Prophet. He went for
Yeah.
the Mjolnir, which he's most likely going to put on the Sven before he jumps in, and that's also going to do a ton of damage.
And I think this is a good contrast because for the early aggression which VP's draft is doing right now, it's definitely much better in the way he itemizes because you can tell that this time at least the itemization is on the same page compared to back in game 2, where Octarine over Hex, which was quite weird. And anyways, I mean the bear, he's getting closer towards an AC. That's gonna help against the Warcry. It's gonna be like a counter AC to the Sven anyways. So the next big thing is probably Roshan. That's what they're waiting for right now.
Yeah. They have such a good control over Roshan. They're dire. They have Nature's Prophet. They have the Bounty Hunter to put an end to a lot of the smoke attempts that Navi can make.
Right.
I feel like Virtus.Pro are going to go for Roche just for the simple fact that they're going to make it useful, but more so that Navi can't have it.
Probably out of respect for the high ground defense which Navi has as well. I mean you have so much sustain.
Yeah, you just put it on the Sven. He's kind of full slotted. He can drop the magic wand for it, but Aegis Sven can just knock on the door, the tier 3.
Alright, so we see 15 to 22 at 29 minutes in. And I mean VP, you don't really have an answer for Navi kind of just split pushing this top lane. Are they actually? I think they want to defend this. They probably, we're probably. Are they? No. Okay, yeah, they get the TP just in the nick of time. So anyways, if you look at VP, I'm curious, what do you see as the next item for this bounty hunter? Like a solar crest or wait, did someone have flats?
I'm not sure about Solar Crest because it's not like the Sven really needs the evasion or the extra armor.
Oh, look at the bear G! And actually the puck will kill the bounty on the bottom, and that's the gem. That's really huge for them.
I think the bounty hunter losing the gem is a bigger deal than the bear right now. So a big win for Navi. That gem was almost like the Night Stalker from Game 2, where Aloha Dance was playing a similar role, limiting the vision of Navi. But with the gem, I thought Soneko picked it up, but never mind. He put it back into the base instead of clearing out the wards outside.
Yikes. Alright, so Roshan's gonna spawn, and Virtus.Pro, this could be their ticket to taking game 3. Unless Navi, they can. I think they. Or sorry, or rather, what do you think? What do you feel? Do they contest this?
I feel like if they contest it and they lose a fight, they're just gonna lose a game right there. So it's different from the previous Roches where you're not just gonna instantly lose a game just by contesting a Roche, but they might feel if they don't contest this Roche at all, they're gonna most likely lose a game anyway. Looks like they are in a position to make some kind of smoke attempt, but
And
nope,
the lanes are
Vengeful
quite.
is actually Soneko TP'd back to the base, so it's gonna be too late. Yeah, they thought the better of it. If they go there, there's a good chance they're gonna just get team wiped here.
So, 1 free Aegis and cheese to boot, and a double damage. Yikes. This is the last rune you would like to pop up right now for Yoku, but FNG is gonna take it anyways.
Yeah, it's not gonna last until they reach high ground anyway, and you know FNG probably gonna put it to good use himself. Push out the top wave as soon as he realizes that Navi's heroes are mostly in their own base.
Now Dendi is happily farming this bottom wave up, and you look at No Fear, he's had quite a good game. Seriously, him and the bounty hunter, they have.
FNG over at top,
Oh,
man
yeah, I
fighting
think
General.
Oh, he's actually gonna get the kill, but the Manta stuff.
General?
Oh, he's gonna get away. No, Maelstrom proc.
FNG just kind of stood his ground. He was like, "Come at me, bro. I'm not scared of you."
Here comes Yoku to the
just
party.
goes right
Art
away.
style gonna get swapped up by Soneko. Mini Savage are gonna play with Yoku, but here comes the tornado, gonna land onto all the creeps. But then here comes the big bad dragon, and now Aegis is gonna get popped on Yoku. This is the part where he needs to BKB maybe, and actually no.
Yeah, that was a very nice Aegis. What do you call it? Aegis kill from Navi. They didn't lose any heroes, and it was a 4-on-5 too.
Yeah, you could tell that Soneko, he was really very on point with the swaps. And actually no, VP, they're thinking about going back. I mean, they see D-Terra, Tasty Bear, and they see Dendi.
Yeah, Navi have really good vision just outside that big camp.
They have a nice observer ward. Oh, you got to take into account as well the golem, the extra HP.
Yeah. And the Black Dragon is going to be so good at stalling pushes.
Why do I have such a bad feeling this is gonna be like an hour game if this keeps dragging on? But actually, I could be wrong. I could be jinxing it. Navi, now they smoke up. Dendi blinks forward, going straight for No Fear. He wants the Witch Doctor, but here comes Yoku at the very back. He's going in, but G, Aegis popped
yeah, he doesn't have God
the
Strength
beautiful
yet.
stomp landing a few heroes. Now, there's just so much HP. They're gonna kill the bear first, as Yoku. Oh, now they will finally kill the bear. FNG kind of thinking way with General as a nice 3-man coil is gonna come out. You look at Soneko trying to wrecking all he can, but Lone Druid's gonna kill, and Invoker's gonna get a double kill. The Devil doing so much in detail, trying to get it out of it, but no, it's not. And this therefore almost a full duration as right now G, they want to go for Soneko, and oh no, he pops the cheese, so he will die. Just kidding. So 4 for 2 trade, going in the favor of VP.
Yeah, unfortunate that Yoku didn't have God Strength when he jumped in, but still, the net worth chart doesn't lie. The majority of Virtus.Pro's heroes are just simply more farmed than Navi.
I mean, the damage, the difference done as well in VP, they really outclassed Navi in that. I think it felt a bit desperate, especially since Navi, they were kind of stalling. They should be happy to just sit back and just farm. But VP not really okay with that. And now we're gonna see No Fear. Does he pick up an axe? But he's so far away from it.
Yeah, he's definitely so far away from the Ags. They should just play the game on, assuming that the Witch Doctor is not going to get the Ags. This one thing they should address is the Dendi's Aghanim Scepter Dream Code controlling Yoku quite well. There's not much Sven can do to get out of the Dream Coil. And once his BKB reaches the 5-second mark, it's going to be super annoying for the Sven to... like you can't not move when you're in Dream Coil. Like you're gonna have to turn on BKB, and even if you turn on BKB, you walk out of the Dream Coil, you get stunned for almost 5 seconds.
It feels like one of those moments right now where he's just like, run around and panic. Oh, I'm coiled. Run around and panic in a circle because his BKB is down to 7 seconds. You look at Invoker, well, still decent. It's still 9 seconds. You look at Nature's Prophet, also 9 seconds. I mean, still pretty fresh, almost fresh BKBs. And yeah, Navi just kind of just wait out the storm. That's what it feels like right now. But nah, VP just smoked up. Look at Nofia and Yoku. Kinda hanging around, waiting for someone. And actually, no, they're gonna go straight for the bounty hunter, but Nofia gonna throw the casket from far. Aloha dance with the Greaves, he's gonna be A-okay. And now the Koi is gonna land a few heroes. Yoku going straight for that, he wants to clean him up, but he doesn't have it. Pops the BKB, and now, oh, he's gonna attack the Omni Slash, but there's so many creeps and treants. Yeah, he's just gonna spin away in the back, and he's gonna run away from that one. As actually, you look at FNG, let's pop a casual spike.
Yoku, he's gonna jump in again.
G, I'm not sure what he's doing there, but Witch Doctor's gonna get a kill into the Chen. And you look at Yoku, he's gonna right click Soneko down, but actually FNG saving him with the Sprout. Witch Doctor will get the kill. So 2 heroes down, no buyback in either of them, and VP, no hesitation, goes straight to the middle lane, but Dendy doing a bit more chip damage to FNG and G.
Dendy being very annoying.
Yes, Yoku comes again, but General very quick reflexes will spin away from the Storm Ball. So he's not getting stunned up, not today, not today. And Yoku, yep, they're just happy with this. Looks like they can actually just clean another lane of racks. Dragon's gonna come and the Yosef to boot.
Dendy's gonna have Dream Coil in 15 seconds, so even if they lose this Rax, they might make a play.
Oh, the Diffusal Blade. Yoku forced to pop the BKB. That's another BKB charges down to 5 seconds already.
They're definitely happy with that melee Rax. It's been a while since they made progress in terms of objectives.
I just realized as well, DTR, he doesn't have another bear. Not for at least 15 seconds. Okay.
So,
I mean,
Navi are doing an admirable job of holding their base, but is it going to be enough? I don't think so. At this rate, it's just the 3 cores on Virtus.Pro have so much damage between them. Unless you get a Dream Coil onto all 3 of them, and they don't have a wombo combo. It's not like the Sven is on Navi, so.
They are pretty much playing your Chen and your Juggernaut like a Naga. You're using your Manta style illusions with the ancient creeps to push. That's pretty much what they are resorting to right now, just to try and buy as much space as they can. I mean, yeah, they have the decent vision. Actually, they have pretty good vision in their own jungle, but limited resources is starting to hurt them. In general, with a Manta style and Diffusal, is not enough to carry this to provide that extra DPS.
And they can kill the bear so easily as well. That's one of the other problems that they're facing.
It is. He's dying all the time. Like, the bear is he's always going to be in the middle of the fight. So, Yoku is pretty much just cleaving down the bear.
And G with that refresher, Deafening Blast is so annoying when you don't have a BKB. G is going to have, if he levels Quas in the next 2 levels, he's going to have that 360 Deafening Blast ×2.
Oh, but he's not level 25 yet, so it's gonna be a while.
No, he has the Aghanim Scepter, so he just
right.
needs 6 points into each Quas, Wex, and Exort. So.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
At level 21, he's gonna have that, semi-Ravage, where
Oh, that's gonna be actually
Juggernaut can attack, Lone Druid's Bear can attack.
Middle lane, they want to kill the bear. Actually, no, they swap onto No Fear, and the bear's gonna right click him down. So, tasty kill, gets it, and dies.
Looks like Virtus.Pro not completely on the same page on how they want to proceed.
Indeed.
It's like they haven't taken the top racks to top tier 3 at all, so do they want to go for that, or do they just want to keep more control of the Radiant jungle, knowing that a lot of these Navi heroes are dying to farm their own jungle, but it's been very highly contested, and it doesn't feel safe to do so. And while the Witch Doctor is gone, Navi are going to make the decision to say this is the best timing we're going to get to make some sort of play, and it might be very well be true. The paralyzing casks have been doing a lot of work so far.
Indeed. Sunstrike's gonna come out, scouting things out in the Roshan pit, but no one's there. Navi gonna wrap around behind the T1. And actually, it's gonna provide this vision. Oh no. Will they find anyone? Yoku. Oh, this is a new killing spot. Oh wait! Wasted coil, but they know he's there. Shiva's guard's gonna find Yoku. He's stuck in the trees. This is like Shanghai Majors all over again. Yoku's gonna feel exactly how Arteezy felt. And Defward in the back. G gonna try and bring Soneko down. Actually, Witch Doctor Defward's gonna bring General down. So the General first to go down with the ship, as the puck will clean up the Sven at last. But now you look at Invoker, he's gonna clean up Soneko, and they're gonna go keep on chasing. Will they find more? DTRL will be the first one to run, and the Ancients is just here to pretty much stall. And actually, Aloha Dance takes quite a bit of damage. But okay, he does save the dragon, but yeah, that's gonna be a huge hit because the Chen, they really want the golem.
That was really tragic for Yoku. I think it's even worse than the Shanghai Mages. The Nature's Prophet is actually on Yoku's side, and it's almost like Yoku sprouted himself.
This is just so rough for them. I mean, if you just think about it, he was just stuck there the whole time. He didn't have like a quelling blade to do anything.
The way that Navi broke their own smoke coming through the tier 1 at bottom was... I felt like it shouldn't really have led to anything, but surprisingly they get an unexpected kill onto Yoku. More like Yoku kind of serving himself on a platter to Virtus.Pro.
With a bit of vegetables by the side. Well, I mean, on the bright side, they do get a couple of kills near the T1 tower.
Yeah, the game hasn't really changed because of that. There's still a 5-on-5 right now as the Roche is available.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the eggs completed a British Doctor. Yeah. Look at it go.
General completes that Battle Fury.
Oh, he's in full fighting mode now. At least he's going to do more damage to Cleave and Omni Slash. They ping out Roshan and they're smoked up. You look at Navi. Where are they going? What's the plan here? You gotta give credit to Dendi. He's done so much this game as a puck. He's actually stalled the push so many times.
He's only died once, which is quite amazing.
Oh wow, 10, 1, and 7. And they will get their first ages of the game. Cheese? Who took the cheese? Dendi. VP probably didn't see that coming. I mean,
they sure as hell should have seen it. Like they should have been more paranoid about giving the Roche to Navi though. I feel like Nature's Prophet should always have the Treants inside the Roche pit, or they should have something like a dominated creep inside the Roche. I can't really see a reason why VP would let Navi just take a free Roche other than just pure negligence.
Right, so Mr. Aloha Dance, is this a Force Staff? Is this a Dagon? I have hopes for the Dagon, Rod of Atos. Alright, so take a quick look at the net worth chart. VP with a 15k comfortable net worth lead. You look at the experience also in that favor. Atomization, well, General has the level 2 diffuser, Manta. Battlefield, he's pretty much another core, he's another carry. You look at your bear. Vladimir's on the hero himself, but you have on the bear. Solar Crest actually. And because there's no MKB, so that's actually a pretty huge item.
Yeah. And I think this is kind of a weird spot where I don't think either team foresaw this kind of situation where actually Navi are the ones with the Aegis. Usually with the map control that Virtus.Pro have been having in this game, you kind of expected the next Roche to go, like just go with the same pattern where Virtus.Pro gets another Aegis and a cheese for the Sven and Invoker. But
Alright, so Soneko kind of looking for a bit of blood. Is this... Oh, they find No Fear! He's gonna serve himself up. And one dead No Fear. They took care of him very, very quickly. And now they're smoked up and they have the Omni Slash. So, will they find someone? Where are they going? What's the plan here for Navi?
I think they just push out the waves.
Yeah, but they have the Chen for that. I mean, you've got the dragons. How to train your dragon?
That's true, but they are fighting into two lanes of not having melee racks.
Oh, aloha
Oh, Aloha
dance!
Dance?
Hello!
He has a gem too.
They kill him here, this
That's
is
a
gonna be
dead
really,
Aloha
really
Dance.
big, and he's dead. So that is the gem on the floor, taken immediately by Soneko. So, casual death. And actually the range racks will go to G, using the Force Spirits.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think they don't care. Yeah, VP is just like, alright.
It's still pretty good for Virtus.Pro that if the game goes on and there comes a situation where they go for the top rack, that's gonna mean an instant mega creeps. But a lot of mistakes coming out for Virtus.Pro. It's definitely not been a clean game in the recent 20 minutes. You know, losing the Roche, losing the gem like that. You know, Bounty Hunter is one hero we haven't really talked about individually. His item hasn't progressed much. The last we saw, he had Guardian Greaves and the
Blink.
Blink Dagger. I saw him building up a Force Staff, but he hasn't been getting that much track gold. Maybe he's been getting tracks, but he himself seems to just die quite often. You know, almost 15 minutes into the game, you expect Bounty Hunter to have one of those bigger items like a Lotus Orb or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at it again, and that is true. I realized that he does die very quickly in the fights because somehow he's always in the center of it, not the ideal locations. And actually, Navi will finally take this annoying T1 47 minutes out. General's getting stunned up, and the coil's gonna land to Yoku. Hexed up onto Dandy, and now they're gonna get a swap out, and it's gonna be Yoku in a minute, carries up the whole army slash, and he will die. So here comes G now, he's definitely gonna blast. The refresher combo is gonna come out, but General's gonna just spin away from it as the Witch Doctor will kill off Soneko at the sidelines. And now we're gonna see the bear just kind of sprouted out, stuck in the middle of that. And General with the healing ward's gonna bring them on. They're gonna reset and probably force this even more. As Dendi, actually, wait, they still have the Aegis, do they? Yes, they do. So they're going to keep on going, they're going to take this T2, and actually no, the Diffusal Blade from General, he's going straight for no fear, but the Force Staff from Aloha Dance, and they're going to try and trap General. It turns into a nice pig, but the Jungler, he does not take nicely to being a pig, and the Stricken Tower is going to bounce around, doing quite a bit of damage. In general, well, the healing ward's really doing so much, and now the Sunstruck's going to come out. Does it land onto anyone? Only a bit onto Dendi, but he has so much HP, and now they're going to keep on going for even more. As FNG comes into the BKB, General going to right click him down, he doesn't even care, and right now Luke and Nofi at the side are going to die. Oh my god, Navi, is this the comeback? And Aloha Dance Diffusal, the gem is there, no, 4 steps down, and the Aegis will be popped, so that is the regeneration going to be used onto DTR. But now, oh god,
What are they doing? The Sven was still dead, and clearly he didn't want to buy back for this because you just saw how easy it is for Navi to isolate the Sven with the Ags, Dream Coil, and the swap combo. And if you were to buy back, Navi would back, and the next time they find Sven, they're gonna do that again, and that's basically the game just kind of ends there. And for Virtus.Pro to chase Navi like that it's kind of
he's finding the bear. He wants to kill the bear.
Mind-boggling.
They want to kill the bear. Can they kill it though? That's the question. I mean, Aloha Dance really falling half HP. Savage was gonna chase them back, and actually, oh, here comes Dendi going straight for Aloha Dance. He's gonna get the coil onto G, but that's the end of that story. Is he does save the bear? Does he? Wait, yeah, bear is safe. So I'm pretty sure somewhere on VP's side, someone is like saying like, this must be the throw I've been dreaming about for ages.
Well, at least they didn't get racks, but
yeah.
The important thing is that Virtus.Pro realized that they have to keep a close eye onto Sven's well-being. Like if Yoku himself has to be aware that, yeah, he's kind of full slotted in a way. He can replace he can upgrade the Satanic or the Helm of Dom to Satanic and get Moonshard, blah blah blah. But essentially, he is kind of full slotted, but he's so easy to kill if he's out of position. And Virtus.Pro have to address this.
This is. You look at the net worth a while, but actually, thanks to that engage, they pretty much took a 5k gold drop, and we're at the stage of the game where gold doesn't really matter anymore for VP. Because they're just fat. And actually, oh wait, the puck, they will kill Aloha Dance, who once again was hanging around in the wrong neighborhood.
Just uncharacteristic of Aloha Dance to... I feel like some of his deaths were justifiable, but you know, the ones where he died bottom, where he blinked in, and the one just now, pretty unnecessary.
And now General with a Blink Dagger, he's gonna be able to
And
focus
actually
down
a Hex on to
Chen.
art style. Wow.
Oh dear, I would be very afraid if I was Virtus.Pro right now. Very nervous because Navi, look at the golems, look at the dragons, they're coming in. Khaleesi, this creep clears too much. You watch Game of Thrones? And there
Yeah.
you go. Fortification's gonna be popped. General's gonna tank. Oh wait, he's gonna bring the coconuts to the team. But anyways, who cares? Chen to get the T3. And now the TP's gonna come out from Bounty.
Aggressive TP from
Very aggressive. They want to go for General, who's gonna spin away. The nice coil catching onto Yoku and No Fear. The Bear's gonna right click down No Fear. And now he's gonna pop the Death Wall. Look at it go! Bouncing around everybody. And now Yoku's gonna die to the Lone Druid and the Omni Flash. Here comes G. He'll be forced to buy back. Yoku, they need to make something happen here. They need to accomplish something from this. But Navi, they're happy with the buyback. They will just back off. Aloha Dan's gonna throw out the Shuriken Tiles maybe, but actually no, they're gonna just... Oh, he's gonna actually dispel that track. But it doesn't even matter. His Outstar will die anyways. And Aloha Dan's looking for more blood. And now FNG TPing behind. He's gonna find DTR. But actually no, where's he going? Nope, Tanino gonna bang onto the bear. Who is still tracked up? Nofi gonna throw out the coconuts. Coconuts bouncing onto the bear and onto the creep, but that's about it. And right now, DTR in the world of hurt is gonna be landing between so many heroes. Here comes Dendy to the rescue. Can he save his bear? Yes, he can! Juggernaut's gonna kill No Fear. And Juggernaut, oh wait, he's gonna right click down the Invoker, will be forced to buy back. Yoku, he needs to make something happen. He needs a miracle, he needs to cleave. But DTR has just so much damage. 4-star forward trying to save it, but Yoku, he dies. He doesn't have buyback for 100 seconds. Aloha Dance. General doing so much, and here comes G, the Deafening Blast, Ravage maybe, but it's not enough to save you as Dendy will get the kill. There's a 4
over
heroes
at top
down.
though, FNG with the Mega Creeps.
Trying to go for Megas.
Maybe.
Oh, is this the play? Dendy, can he save this Rax? FNG, he's trying to right click. Yes, he will. One more hit, Megas.
You know that
This is all in. This is all or nothing right now.
that Invoker finishing off that mid-range Rax definitely worth it from before, but still, I think Virtus.Pro, they are in a bit of trouble as they do not have a buyback on Invoker and Sven.
Oh, this is gonna break the backdoor protection right now. The Dragons need to do something. Dragons actually here to provide a bit of backup.
I think they lost.
Oh my god, is this
Virtus.Pro, I think they lost. They got Mega Crease, but
base race.
there wasn't enough.
The Necro's gonna die. FNG's gonna get the kill. He bought the Necro unit. He's just going straight. This is the base race.
Oh my god, never mind.
Oh, Navi, but they have the superior damage. Everyone is there. This is game 3 going the way of Navi.
Oh my god, Virtus.Pro.
Virtus.Pro confirmed.
That I don't know what to say. If it's Navi just playing in a way that kind of frustrated Virtus.Pro into making these hasty decisions. I felt like their mistakes added up, like the Bounty Hunter just getting caught off guard, and the Sven not really expecting that Dream Coil apparently at bottom tier 2, which was a big momentum swing where Navi realized that the Sven is so easy to kill. He has a chunk of net worth, but you just Dream Coil him, swap him out, and then like the Nature's Prophet and Invoker also, they had a lot of net worth, but it seemed like they didn't do well in these long man fight against the Lone Druid and the Juggernaut, and the Dendy's Puck obviously doing so much work.